scenery change. It happens. Probably not gonna stay like this forever. Hopefully, probably, possibly, definitely, yeah. Hey guys, Anastasia here, and yes, welcome back to my channel. I know what you're thinking. Carla, the wall is a different color. No, I did not paint my room. I am in a different room for the moment. If you watched my last video, then you probably know what's been going down. If you haven't, why haven't you? But for those of you who don't know, yes, my mom did get a kidney transplant, and for now I have moved into a different room for various reasons. I will hopefully be moving back into my room and hopefully be renovating it and repainting it. So it will be a different color, that wall, just not teal. But today we are here because we are going to be talking about my September favorites. Now, if you recall, a while ago I did an August/summer favorites, and so we are on our way out of summer as a whole. I think in a couple days, I want to say a couple days, a week, in about a week or so. Even, what day is today? About 11 days, I think. In about 11 days, we'll be entering autumn, which is my favorite season. But before we can move on into a new season, we must say goodbye to the old one with some September favorites. Now I'm going to be starting out with skincare. That's probably going to be the most of what's changed because I have found out things about my skin that I did not know. A big change in September for me was I started getting facials done, and I found out that just because I have a little bit of a breakout going on under my jawline area does not mean I am actually oily. If anything, my skin is actually dry, which was news to me. It's more like I'm very dry in my cheeks, and then my nose can be a little oily, but not like a lot. And then everywhere else is just kind of okay. But yeah, my cheeks, this whole area, very dry. So I've switched up a lot of my skincare products and even some of my makeup products. So I will be going through those with you today. So I'm going to be going in order of my skincare routine. I'm going to start with my morning and then with my night because, believe it or not, you can have two different kinds of skincare routines for night and day. So the first product I'll be talking about is from the brand Teami. If you recall, in my last favorites video, I mentioned how I've fallen in love with their green tea scrub, but this is actually the Vit-C tea infused serum. So look at that, look how pretty it is, look how pink, jeez. So what this is a vitamin C serum. It has hibiscus in it, and that's why it's pink. It has an interesting smell. It's not a bad smell. And the first time I smelled it, I was a little weary because it kind of reminded me of the Sunday Riley, but that's because this brand is mostly vegan. This product I don't think is vegan. But yeah, no, I really like this serum. I feel like it helps brighten my skin. It gives it some hydration in there. And it's not super harsh on it either. It helps brighten up considerably, especially like any marks I have left over from any old acne scars and things like that. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this one. The next thing I've added in my daytime skincare routine has been the Dermalogica Prisma Protect Moisturizer. I actually ran out of the other moisturizer I was using before, and I decided to use this one because I had it. I hadn't tried it before, and especially because it's SPF 30s. And considering I'm using a vitamin C serum, you always want to use something with SPF, like some sort of SPF in your skincare routine if you're using a vitamin C serum. An SPF and a foundation is not gonna cut it. So I've been using this one. I really like it. The smell is really nice. It smells very clean, and it does have the SPF 30. It's really gentle and does give quite a bit of hydration, which is great considering I mentioned dry cheeks. This one is actually light activated, so it kicks in once you actually go outside, and it said that you should put it on about 30 minutes before going out into the sun. But yeah, no, I've been really liking this one. It's, you know, it's just a moisturizer, but you know, with the SPF, it does add that and it does have that added benefit, not only because I'm using that vitamin C serum, but also because I live in Florida and it's really sunny here. Like, really sunny. Like, I don't think you guys understand how sunny it is in Florida, but it's a lot. The last thing I've added in my daytime skincare routine has been the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. This is really interesting. Peach and Lily is a Korean skincare brand, and all of their vitamin C that they use in their products, like this one, come from peaches instead of oranges. So that's more vitamin C for me. But also, the reason why I started using this is because one of the managers at my store said that this also isn't just like a serum, like a multitasking serum that has, you know, peptides and things like that. It also works as a primer. So I started using it, and yo, I've noticed a change in my makeup game, like the slightest change. I don't really have to use a primer. I do sometimes. I usually will use like my MAC Fix Plus, the spray primer, the cherry blossom one. But this one is really nice because when you put it on, and this one is like the very last step in my skincare routine after my moisturizer, you feel a small tackiness so that way it can grip the makeup. And I feel like it's been working really nicely. I feel like my skin looks, you know, really nice after I use this, ever since I started first using it, I should say. But yeah, no, I really like it. This is what the box looks like. It's so cute. It's like orange, peachy, and it does leave my skin very luminous. I would say I would definitely recommend it. It is a little on the costly side. I think it retails for about $39, but I feel like it's a good investment. And you only ever need one pump because a little goes a long way. I only need one pump for my entire face. And again, I use this in the morning. Because of that built-in primer, I don't feel the need to use it at night, so it's just gonna make it last longer. So I would definitely recommend picking this up if you want something that's sort of like gonna help with your priming, but also that's gonna help give some hydration, give luminosity to the skin. It's really nice, you guys. So now my nighttime skincare routine. So in place of the vitamin C serum, which I usually put after cleansing and toning, oh, I should have mentioned that at night I also pre-cleanse. I'm using the Dermalogica one, but yeah, no, pre-cleanse is very important because it helps get rid of the makeup. I pretty much stopped using makeup wipes except for like my eyes to get my mascara off, because those wipes have a lot of alcohols and oils. So now I'm just doing pre-cleanse and a normal cleanse with the purifying cleansing gel from Bocia that I mentioned in my last favorites video. And now after toning, I'm using from Sunday Riley the UFO face oil. Now, I'm not putting this all over my face because this does mattify, because it's meant for like oily and acne prone skin. And I mentioned dry cheeks. I'm not putting this all over my face. I'm mainly sticking it to this area where I'm experiencing some breakouts. I do have a little bit breaks out here, so I'm putting a very small amount here and a smaller amount everywhere else, but it's not like, ooh, it's not like the Juno, you know, where I'm putting it all over my face, like the 3 pumps or something like that. But this one, okay, so the smell, first off, it's Sunday Riley. Smell is not gonna be the greatest thing ever. It smells kind of like spices because it has black pepper in it, no, black cumin seed oil and tea tree oil, that's what it has. But I have noticed that this has been helping with my acne a lot. The fact that it's a green oil helps combat the redness. And I feel like because it has salicylic acid in it, it's actually helping combat the acne and helping my skin not produce more acne. So I have been using this in place of the vitamin C serum in my nighttime skincare routine, and I have been noticing a bit of a difference, and I actually really like it. I feel like it's really nice. I definitely follow up with the Juno oil all over my face once this one has dried, but there is another facial oil that I have incorporated into my skincare routine. That is going to be from Bocia, the Rosehip Omega Face Oil. This one is a new one from the line. It came out kind of recently. I think it came out actually in August. And this was back when I thought that my skin was oily because of the breakouts, so I didn't use it because if you notice on the box, it says it's really good for dry skin. And I was like, well, I'm not dry, I have acne, I must be oily. No girl, you're dry. So once I found that out, I started using this. I actually use this morning and night, but I use a little bit in the morning, whereas at night I add a little bit more. What I do is I do a couple drops and then I spread it all over after I put on the Juno. Now again, the Juno is going to be giving me a lot of hydration. This one is going to help with the hydration as well. And also has a bunch of omega fatty acids that the skin really needs too. And so it also helps replenish, it leaves my skin glowing. You can mix this with your moisturizer if you wanted to, like a couple drops. I haven't tried that yet, but I feel like I want to just to see what happens. But yeah, no, this one is really nice. It's pink. It's super cute. So if you look, it's pink. Oh, let me. Like that. It smells really nice. So this is the, out of all the facial oils I'm using, this is the one that smells the nicest because it does have the Rosehip in it. So it smells very floral, but it's not like super strong either. So it's not gonna be like, if you're really sensitive to fragrances, I would say smell it, try it out. Because again, like the Sunday Riley, once you actually have it absorbed into the skin, it's not going to be super strong of a scent. And even out of the bottle, it doesn't smell that strong either. So I actually really like it. I don't have a problem with it, and I feel like this one's been doing my skin a lot of good. The Dermalogica moisturizer I'm using, since it has SPF, I don't feel the need to use it at night because I'm going to be sleeping and not going outside. So instead, I've been using the Mamonde Rose Water Gel Cream for my nightly moisturizer. This one is really nice because as a gel, it's going to be really, really hydrating. The fact that it has rose water in it, this is going to be good for all skin types. So Mamonde is also a Korean skincare brand. And they have different moisturizers for people with more dry skin or more oily skin. This one is good for all skin types. So I actually started using this before I found out my skin was dry. And then I was like, oh, well, can I keep using it? Yeah, I can, because it's good for all skin types. This one smells really nice because, again, that rose water, it's going to smell, and if you guys have like the Mario Badescu rose water spray that's really popular, it smells just like it. It's really nice. It gives a really good amount of hydration, and again, with this one, a little goes a long way. So I usually ever take just a little bit, like on my tip of my finger, I dot it on my face, and then I just rub it in, and that's enough. I don't really need to like be scooping it out like with a cream or something. Like the Dermalogica one, I'll usually squirt out like a little pea-sized drop, and it'll be good for my face. With this one, even less than. But yeah, no, this one is really nice. It does give me a really good amount of hydration, especially when I'm going to be sleeping. And again, that rose water, it's going to help soothe. It's moisturizing my face. It's just doing my skin a lot of good. The last thing I've added to my nighttime skincare routine has been sort of in place of the drying lotion from Mario Badescu. I used to use it and I never felt like it worked out for me. And for those of you who don't know, it's this thing, it's like, it's a jar and it's clear and there's pink stuff at the bottom, and you dip a Q-tip all the way to the pink stuff and you dot it and cover any acne you have, and you go to sleep. And in the morning you rinse it off and it's supposed to dry your acne. And I used it and it kind of worked on me. I never felt like it made like a huge impact or difference. Yeah. But yeah, it never really solved like the acne itself. It just kind of helped dry out those little ones. But in the kit that I got this, because this came in a kit called the Space Race, and it had this, the Martian Water Gel Toner, which I haven't tried yet, and this, which is called Saturn. And this is 10% sulfur. It's a sulfur acne treatment mask. 10% sulfur. It also has 4% niacinamide. It's 4% niacinamide. It also has zinc, I believe 1% zinc, a very high potent of tea tree oil, and manuka oil. I can't read today, guys. But you know what I've been doing, because this is technically a mask that you put all over your face and then rinse it off after like 10 to 15 minutes. I've been using this because someone recommended me to use it like that as a replacement for the drying lotion. Like dot it on my acne, go to sleep, wake up, and I feel like it's worked so much better because not only is it actually drying up the acne, but I feel like it's actually helping it so the acne doesn't come back. So yeah, this is really nice. Again, this is like a little mini size because it came in the kit that brings like minis of everything, but so far I'm loving this as a drying lotion kind of thing. I have yet to try it as an actual mask, but I look forward to trying it because I feel like it'll do a lot of good. I'm just a little nervous just because, again, my skin is more on the dry side, so I don't want to put too much all over, but maybe like a thin layer would be a good idea. Real quick before I move on to makeup, I'm going to talk about a new hair product I've been using, and that's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. So dry shampoo and me have a bit of a history. It's really hard for me to find a dry shampoo that actually works and that doesn't leave the white film on my very dark hair. Up until now, the only one I found that worked really well for me was the Bumble and Bumble Trait Invisible. The normal one, not the nourishing one, because that's more for really dry hair, and my scalp is very oily, so the normal one is perfect for me. It dries invisible because of the pink clay that it has, and it did kind of, I feel like it gave my hair a good refresh. But I tried using this one, and I actually tried using it a couple months ago, and I hated it because it left the white film on my hair. And then I realized I didn't follow the directions that were so nicely Pictionary up for me. So with this one, with this one, what you do is you spray it, but you have to wait 30 seconds and then you tussle your hair. So that way the powder and everything actually activates and works. And after I realized it and I tried it again, yo, this stuff works really nice. Like, it actually left my hair feeling really clean, because it actually did feel like, it says it actually cleans your hair. I can't remember because I did training on this a while ago, the exact ingredients, but it actually does help clean sweat and surface stuff. I suffer from dandruff, so it doesn't actually help with that, but it does act as a really good, like, 1, even 2 day tide over until you wash your hair again. So I really recommend this if you're looking for a really good dry shampoo. Apparently, it took them 8 years to formulate this because they wanted to make sure it was perfect. Perfect hair day. And I feel like they succeeded. I feel like they did a really good job. This is probably my favorite dry shampoo at the moment. Also because I ran out of my Bubble and Bubble one, and I had this one, so I was like, oh, let's use this up until, and we'll see. But yeah, I'm really liking this one, you guys. Time for makeup, which I actually don't have a lot of, cause your girl is not too big on change. I'm kidding. No, seriously though, I have tried quite a bit of new makeup. Not a lot. I'm a little behind. Yes, I know the Morphe Jeffree Star palette came out. I just bought it. I haven't had time to play with it. It will most likely make an appearance in my October favorites, okay? But as for makeup, some things have changed, and I'm going to start with the newest foundation I've added to my roster, the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. Yes, I know this already came out months ago. I just started using it. Because here's the thing, again, your girl thought that she was oily, and she thought, hey, a luminous foundation probably not gonna work out too well. Maybe I'll use it in the winter when I get drier. Newsflash, bitch, you already dry. So I stopped using the Juvia's Place one because I felt that one was maybe drying me out a little bit. I don't know for sure. But I have noticed this one is really nice, you guys. The shade I use is 200W. I will be honest, like completely transparent with you guys. The shade, like numbers and stuff don't really make a lot of sense sometimes. Like in this case it does. This is sort of like a warm neutral, so that does make sense, but even then, like some of the cools, it says cool and it looks really warm, so I'm just like, come on. But yeah, no, this one is really nice. It is a medium to medium buildable coverage. It is a luminous finish. It's very lightweight. It's very similar to the MAC Pro Longwear, which, hey, sneak peek, you might see that in next month's October favorites. I am in October, what's going on? You might see that in October favorites. But you know, this one, it's Pro Longwear if you don't want full coverage, but even then you can get pretty darn close. Now with this one, what I recommend is with a brush. I do not really recommend using a sponge. I tried both and they both look okay, but the brush just looks so much better. It looks more airbrushed, for lack of a better term. And this one is very, you know, it feels kind of hydrating too. This one, it's really nice. I am loving this. This is my go-to foundation right now, you guys. And if you can tell, like, it makes my skin look all pretty and airbrushed. When you combine that with the glass skin, yo, chef's kiss right there. Woo! Here we have the Anastasia loose setting powder. I have the shade Vanilla because translucent is way too white for me, and all the other shades are way too dark. This is actually my perfect shade. Like this and 200W is perfect shading for me. Now this is really nice. It's nice and finely milled. This is really nice. I love the size of this jar. If you guys look right here, this, why am I smelling it? It doesn't have a scent. I lied. For a second I thought it had a scent. No, Carly, it doesn't. But you know, this, I mainly use this underneath my eyes to set my concealer, which lately with this one, I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Marshmallow. I'll set it with this, and it just keeps it, like, no creasing, nice and bright, but not like super bright. None of that flashback. When you combine this, because I'll take a little bit of the residue and just kind of dust it all over my face, it makes it so it's not super luminous. So that's the one thing. If you're worried about this foundation making you look really dewy, a little bit of the setting powder kind of brings it down, but it still keeps it look like you have a natural glow. So if you're worried about that, definitely combine it with this. But I've been loving this. I mean, I've been using the Beauty Bakery one for so long and I adore that one, but I feel like this is my new favorite. This is probably gonna be like, not just because it's my favorites video for September, but just like my favorite setting powder in general. So now for eyeshadow, the newest eyeshadow palette that I've tried and found myself really liking is the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. This is so pretty. Just the packaging itself is what got my attention at first. I thought, oh my gosh, this is so me, this is so my aesthetic. But then when you actually open the palette itself, look how cute it is. Look at these colors, you guys. Oh my gosh, these are my colors. Like, look how beautiful these are. If you look, like, they have a lot of pinks, yes, but they also have this beautiful kind of like mustard yellow color and a couple browns in there. They have some mattes, some shimmers, and some sparkles. Like, well, those are shimmers as well, but like really shimmer. And then some of these are just more of like a nice shimmer, like, here. I did swatches if you guys want to see. Oh look, hi Tattoo, how you feeling? She's still in the peeling stages, you guys. I just realized how hard it is to show this off when it's like that, so let me get a little closer and then you can see. There you go. Ta-da! Yeah, update on that. She's still peeling, which is fun. But yeah, no, these colors. So these are the swatches I did of them, and as you can see, a lot of it is like very peachy, very pink. They are very, you know, summer colors, but they can also be very fall colors, especially once you like do a smoky eye with like this color that's called Feel Free. And my favorite shade, I really love Work It, which is the mustard one. I love using side to side as well in my inner corner. And I actually used it on my eyes today, if you can't tell. I used a lot of them. I used Work It and West Side, which is the brown shade in my crease. And then I also kind of went a little bit in the crease with Melody. On my lid, I first went with Catch Me all over down to the inner corner. And then over the lid, I put Work It. I also smoked it out with West Side, and then what I did is that I used Early Morning in the middle, kind of like a halo effect, and then I used Side to Side and Prima Drama. Yeah, Prima Drama. I almost said Prima Donna. I'm like, Prima Donna, First Lady of the Stage. That is not me trying, guys. I promise my singing's better than that. I should stop. But yeah, no, I use Side to Side and Prima Drama in the inner corner. And then I also use Work It, West Side, and Prima Drama on my under eyelids. But yeah, guys, I've been loving this palette so much, especially for work, because on those days where I oversleep or I'm running late or something, and I want to do a quick eye look, but that still looks really nice, this has been my go-to palette, especially for work. But yeah, no, again, like, it's a small one. It's like $18, but it's good quality and it's really easy to blend too. So I definitely recommend, if not this one, any of ColourPop's palettes are really nice if you haven't tried one already. Also with eyes, we have here Tarte's newest mascara, Big Ego. So this mascara is so interesting to me because if you look at the brush, see how the brush looks like on the side, and I'll show you here as well. It's so pink, guys. First off, the bottle is so pink, but don't worry, the mascara is black. Now, if you look at the brush, it's very similar to Better Than Sex from Too Faced. Now, I have used that mascara before. I do like it, but if we're being honest, Better Than Sex does tend to flake a little. No tea, no shade, but it's true. I have noticed a little bit of flaking after I use that mascara. This is what I like to call Better Than Sex without the flake. So I have yet to have any flaking issues with this mascara. It gives the same amazing volume and length that Better Than Sex gives, but without that pesky black stuff underneath after a couple hours. It is not waterproof, but I don't feel like that's a big issue unless you're making an emotional video and you're trying not to cry, so it doesn't look like you have spider veins running out of your eyes, like some people. I can't cry, this mascara is not waterproof. Oh, Jesus. Why did I think putting this on was a good idea? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've been loving this mascara. I use it all the time in between this and Damn Girl, which I'm still loving as well. And of course, you know, Benefits mascaras, which are my all-time favorites, but I've loved them for years, so I've never really included them in this video kind of thing, like favorites, because I always love them. Like Roller Lash, Bad Girl Bang, They're Real, triple threat, like combo all of those together into an amazing cocktail. But you know, for this month, out of the new ones I've tried, this one is my favorite. I have two products that I really like for lips. One of them I'm wearing right now, which is me finally getting around to trying the lip glosses from Anastasia. This color that I specifically have on right now is called Estella, and I'm really liking these. I usually use, like for lip gloss, I've used, oh come on out of the box. There we go. For lip glosses, I've usually used, you know, MAC lip gloss, which I really like, Buxom as well, the plumping lip gloss, lip topper, and the lip creams. But yeah, you know, my usual go-to lip gloss is actually from NYX, the clear one. I really like it because it gives my lips a natural shine, and it also smells really nice. It smells like, you know, cookies or vanilla. This one is very similar to me in the scent department. It smells like cupcakes. I love it so much. Like candy or something. So it's something sweet, but I love it. And with these lip glosses, I feel like they do a nice job of lasting and giving a really cool effect. So right now on my lips I have the Lip Liner Spice and Lady Be Good matte liquid lipstick. Both of them are from MAC. And usually with that one I use Oh Lady MAC lip gloss, but I want to try this one one day, and I love the effect of it ever since. It's such a pretty kind of color. Here, let me just swatch it for you guys. So I don't know if you can see that really nicely, but it's such a pretty, it's kind of like pink, but with lavender and gold sparkles. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the Aladdin lip glosses, if you guys remember from my review. I would say this one is the most similar to Magic Carpet Ride, but it's something all its own too, because Magic Carpet Ride was a little more pinkish purplish, whereas this more pink nude, like a soft nude pink. But I like this a lot. Normally I'm kind of wary with lip glosses because I always fear if they're gonna be too tacky or sticky. This is not tacky or sticky at all. And like you can't really feel the sparkles either. It's not like gritty either. So I really like this lip gloss a lot. The other lip product is something I usually use before bedtime, and that is from the Creme shop. This is their limited edition Hello Kitty collection. They had Macaroon lip balms, and I have a Cinema Roll. So let me take that out for you guys so that you can see it. Now this is really neat because this is a lip balm, but because it is cinnamon roll flavored, it actually has cinnamon in it. So it kind of works as a lip plumper too. I recently noticed after I use it, it actually kind of, I feel the tingle that I kind of feel when I do the Buxom lip products that have peppermint to help do lip plumping. And I did notice my lips looked a little plumper with this. So I was like, oh, interesting. So it hydrates your lips really well. I say before bed because my lips tend to be chapped, so I'll put this on before bed, and when I wake up in the morning, I can still feel it on my lips. Like, it's so long lasting, you guys, it's insane. And I haven't gotten around to trying the lip injection from Too Faced yet. I know I'm really late to the party, you guys. But I feel like this is like a really nice alternative too if you haven't gotten to it yet like me. Also, I love Hello Kitty and Serrano and Cinema Roll. I love, he's so cute. And I just really like using this, especially before bedtime. So this has just been like a little nighttime favorite. I guess you could say it's part of my skincare routine, but it's like both. It doesn't have any color though. So yeah, that's gonna be it for my September favorites, guys. Woo! I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that if any of these products got your interest, I will definitely leave the names in the description down below so you guys can check it out. And I hope that, you know, you guys are trying new things too, because yeah, sometimes change can be scary. Sometimes we attach ourselves to our favorite products, which is fine. We can have different favorites, but it's always fun to try new things, and you never know, you're gonna like something or love something until you try it. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment in the comment section below, and subscribe for more. If you want to check out my last video, I don't know if it'll work, and if it doesn't, sorry, but I will put it right here, where I talk about my tattoo, as well as my mom's kidney transplant. You can watch that over here. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.